So Marvel is seeking a subpoena to force Instagram to reveal all the details of Can We Get Some Toast? Who, look, I'm going to go on a limb and I'm going to say, actually, I think this is like tinfoil hat conspiracy theory here, but I think I've got a point. Because Can We Get Some Toast is notorious Marvel shill as well. When Variety dropped their massive piece on you know, Bob Iger, Marvel, Disney, everything, Can We Get Some Toast was ball sucking Bob Iger and Kevin Feige no end. I think this is them doing this to themselves to set a precedent, actually, so that others won't leak other things. I think Can We Get Some Toast is controlled. Is a studio asset. I genuinely think they're a studio asset.
All right, they're a test balloon account.
Yeah, but I reckon they're doing this to control other people, to get other people.
I was going to lean more into what you were saying. Is I think it's somebody who does work there, and I think they want to know who the fuck it is, because they have leaked out some stuff. So yeah, it doesn't just. My point is they can still be positive and work for the company. They could be one of these woke crap heads that works for the company too. Like My Time to Shine and all those guys. Like they all seem like they're people that either work for the company or they're within this little group that because a lot of the stuff they're leaking out, some of it is true, but some of it is complete nonsense or turns out not to be true. Or now we have to ask ourselves, is Disney shifting gears because these guys are leaking this stuff out? But I also see where you're coming from, where this could be them playing some 3D chess of sorts too. I see where you're coming from there too. I could see both being a possibility.
Well, I just think, like, why do it now? I understand why they did it with Reddit, with the Ant-Man 3 leaks. They went on a weird rampage with Reddit, try to get Google. They subpoenaed Google or something like that to release, or try to get the back. It was either subpoenaed Google to get Reddit to reveal things. It was very bizarre, but I don't know. Let's take a look at the actual details for starters. So Marvel alleges an Instagram user illegally posted an image from the unreleased Captain America Brave New World movie, and it's gone to court to try and make Instagram disclose the identity of the account's operator. So Marvel filed a subpoena request May 7th in U.S. District Court, California, Northern District in San Jose, asking the court to order Instagram to identify the person or people behind Can We Get Some Toast. Marvel alleged that the account published a copyright image from an upcoming Marvel Studios motion picture, Captain America Brave New World, without authorization. But the weird thing is, like, McDonald's revealed that immediately like around the same time. So I don't really understand what the point is. So reps for Instagram, which is owned by Meta, did not respond to a request for comments. I mean, that's where we're at, basically. But the thing is, what people are taking from this is that if they get the information, then they can file a lawsuit, so they can then sue the person. But I just think this is all. I think it's a studio asset. That's what I think.
I'm with you 100%. I think this is a misdirect. And again, I think the account itself is a trial balloon account that, like, just gets out like alternate ideas out in the public to see which way to go. Because to be fair, no one that I know can tell me that they actually know what the freak they're doing, because they don't. Not at all. They really don't know what's good, what's bad, anything. And look, if Iger is watching films 5 times before they go to the theaters, you know, that tells you even more. He has no clue. None of them have their finger on the pulse of anything other than this identitarian garbage that they push. And
5 times.
The audience doesn't want this.
What clown show.
Yeah, it's not good.
What an absolute clown show.
Yeah.
But what would this... I mean... Yeah. It seems really extreme to do it, though. But then I guess this individual doesn't have a YouTube, because on YouTube, I don't know, it's a weird one, because when I've leaked stuff, I mean, I had a sit-down Zoom meeting with Lionsgate the same, basically Lionsgate's counterpart to this Marvel person who filed the legal proceedings. I sat down and had a Zoom meeting with the Lionsgate rep who controls all of their copyright. So you do find yourselves in these weird situations talking with these people. And I've had to speak to Warner Brothers before in the past, with respect to Joker, I think it was, and also Godzilla versus Kong, if I remember rightly. So you do get contacted by people, but normally it's just contacted. But maybe it's because they don't have a easily accessible way to get contacted, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know. That's where I'm not so much as like this guy I think he works for the company, but I don't think they know who he is or they are. And I think that's what they want to know. Like, I think, because that's why I think, because if they were under the impression that this was somebody they probably couldn't go after or do anything to, then they wouldn't be going to this extent. But I do also see like the misdirection, but at what for why? Like, nobody was really, unless there's something that's going to come out that will actually, and this is me playing 3D chess now. Like, we had the whole thing where, Iger said FX, we're not going to be advertising on there. But yet we come to find out they still have tons and tons of influence bots and stuff all over the place. Right? So what if it's a situation where they will?
Yeah, I mean, they are actually still advertising.
Yeah, now, but I mean, we also found out they still had their bots. Yeah. And who's to say they won't, like you guys are saying, find a connection between this account and somebody higher up at Disney or something like that? Then it would look bad. So unless they're trying to get out ahead of that, but then at the same time, like you said, they're suing themselves. So or going after themselves, or however you want to put it, not suing themselves, but yeah.
I don't know if it's just a visual, I don't know, like a visual deterrent, people to be seen, to be sued. So they're like, oh, I won't leak stuff because I might get contacted, I guess. I don't know.
To put the scare out there, you could be right.
And the individual clearly doesn't care because they're still going about their business. Like, they're still doing everything that they were doing before. They're like, yeah, whatever. So this is why I just think, I don't know. So it's a weird one. It's a weird one. They do say, all publicity is good publicity, even bad. Maybe they're generating this to get people talking about them. So, people are leaking. I don't know. I just think never put it past studios for doing this. We know that they've been paying Rotten Tomatoes and, shutting the reviews down on that. So yeah, I don't know. Look, it is what it is. Any other thoughts before we shuffle on from this? Only a brief, quick topic, I guess, but still quite comical nonetheless.
Well, and again, I mean, my only comment is I feel like you do, Nate. I still don't. I think this is definitely internal. They just want to create a chilling effect on leakers, and I don't think it's going to work. I really don't. I mean, because I don't see you stopping doing it, and on the rare occasion I get told something, I'm not going to not talk about it. I don't think Tom is going to not talk about things. So
and we also have the freedom of the press on our side too. That's right. The thing.
Well, so does this person, right?
Well, that's what I'm getting at. Exactly. Like, that's my point. Like, they can peacock all they fucking want, but at the end of the day, there's the First Amendment, and this is coming from a company who just tried to use the First Amendment for something they didn't actually account for. So that's my point. They clearly don't understand what the First Amendment really means. So you can try and play your games all day long with being, I would love to see it go to court because the guy would win. It's the freedom of the press. There's what the hell is, unless he actually works for the company and is under some sort of contract and they can go after him that way. That's there's nothing else and that's why I think the guy's just doing what he's doing because he knows there's nothing they can do. Because honestly, if he's not somebody that works for the studio, he's somebody that probably is a journalist, much like what's his face who left Variety and started his own thing at Puck or whatever.
Snyder.
No, is that who it was? Is that
Matthew Baloney?
Baloney, that's what I was thinking of. Yes. So unless he's somebody like Matthew Baloney, who still technically probably works for one of these papers or something like that, and is just trying to get the stuff out there because he can't through the normal avenues. I don't know. Or he is a bit of a puppet for somebody inside. I mean, it could be somebody lower level that's testing some of these things out too. You never know. Or selling the information. It's hard to say. This is maybe what Disney is trying to find out, right? Like there's something about this account specifically that has triggered them. And I mean, you guys could be right, but even what you're talking about would put them in a position to where it could almost incriminate themselves if you guys are right. So that's where I'm kind of like on that. I think the guy is probably somewhere within or close to, but they don't know who the hell he is and they want to find out. Like that's what's upsetting them is they want to know. So I could be wrong, but could just be
fair enough. It's interesting timing though, I think, but
it is.
Yeah. There you go, ladies and gents.
I mean, I got the stuff sent to me too that got leaked from the McDonald's thing, but I sat on some of it because I didn't even believe that Hulk thing was true. Like, that couldn't be real.
Yeah,
I don't know if I showed you guys that or not, but like,
yeah, we saw woeful, bloody woeful.
So
like you were saying, it's not like we don't hear things, and I hear things and get stuff sent to me, but I don't always run with it because I don't even know if it's real or not.
Yeah, it's dangerous to run with something that you've been told or shown because there's.
Well, I've been burnt enough times. Yeah,
it's very dangerous. So
yeah, you have to have trusted trust. Yeah, you have to have a lot of trusted sources. And it takes a long time to build up those trusted sources. Like I knew what happened in Romulus. God, I don't know, like for several weeks. It took me ages to get that independently verified. It took quite a long time actually, because that was from a news source. So when you get news sources, you've got to independently verify them as well until they become a trusted source. And then generally speaking, unless it's quite an out there thing, you can, just take their word for it at a certain point.
Yeah.
But yeah, there you go. Anyway, we'll shuffle on from this now.